Zillow estimates. What's up with them? Do they accurately reflect the value of your home? My name's Antho, Mr. Hyperlocal with Bullock-Russell Real Estate Services, and in this video we're going to do three things. We're going to discuss the accuracy of these models, explain how they work, and I'm going to share with you how I, as a realtor, accurately value your home. So I got my Cal shirt on today because that's where I majored in statistics at UC Berkeley. And I want to share with you some statistics straight off the Zillow website concerning the accuracy of their models. Let's take a look. These are for the greater Los Angeles area, including Orange County. And what Zillow does is they look at the estimate versus the final sales price and see what is the difference there. That's what we're talking about. Now, 47% of the time, Zillow's estimate is within 5% of the final sales price. That might sound great, but let's phrase it another way. 53% of the time, Zillow's estimate is off of the final sales price by 5% or more. That means that more than half the time, Zillow is off by 5% or more. And so for a $1 million home, that's $50,000 or more that the value is off. Let's take a look at the next category here. 74% of the time, Zillow's estimate is within 10% of the final sales price. Put another way, 26% or 1 out of every 4 homes, the Zillow estimate is off by 10% or more. And finally, we see here, 92% of the time, Zillow's estimate is within 20% of the final sales price, or put another way, nearly 1 out of every 10 homes, the Zillow estimate is off by 20% or more. So 1 out of every 10 homes, if you have a $1 million home, the Zillow estimate is off of its actual fair market value by $200,000 or more. Now, I don't mean to be too negative about these automated value models. They're actually quite impressive in their own way. What they're doing is they're making a trade-off between quantity and quality. It's actually very impressive that these companies can give you a ballpark figure for any home across the United States. Wow. But what they're doing to do that is they are sacrificing the quality of any individual assessment of a home's value. And so what they do is they are taking a look at the hard facts about a home, things like the number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, the square footage, and the valuation of homes within an entire county. But they are not taking into account the more subjective measurements, things like the home's location, because we know that similarly sized homes throughout a county are going to have different prices and different values depending on where they're located. It's not taking into account your home's view or curb appeal, aesthetics, things like that. And lastly, it's not taking into account the condition of your home, whether your home has been maintained, whether there are upgrades, etc., etc. So for those reasons, the Zillow estimate is going to be like the average home in your neighborhood. That's really the best that it can do. So the big question, how do I as a realtor do better than these automated value models? And the answer is, at Bullock-Russell, we have the Bullseye Report, which takes a blended approach. So we'll do the same thing as the automated value models. We'll take a look at those quantitative measurements, things like the number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage, and the general market trends in an area. But we'll combine that with a qualitative, subjective approach where I will examine your property and the other comparable properties in the area and compare them based on their condition of the interior, whether there are upgrades, same for the exterior, whether your home has a view and how much that view might be worth in your neighborhood, the desirability of your lot compared to other lots, as well as buyer preferences in your area, solar panels, pool, etc., etc., etc. There really is so much to valuing a home, and these automated value models skip out on almost all of it. But what you need to do is you need to find yourself a good local realtor, someone who's hyper local, who understands your market better than anyone else. They'll be able to give you a good, accurate assessment of your home's fair market value. And with that knowledge, that information, That's how you can successfully navigate this real estate market. Now at this point you might be wondering, well then what is the value of my home? And I'd be happy to help you answer that question with a free bullseye report. What you got to do though is you got to reach out, give me a call, write me an email. My information is in the description of this video and I'll be happy to get to work on that for you and let you know. If you learned something in this video, please do click that like button, consider subscribing. If you got any questions, leave it in the comments. My name's Antho, Mr. Hyperlocal with Bullock-Russell Real Estate Services. I hope it was helpful for you. I will see you in the next video. If not sooner, you take care.